Please subscribe our channel Coding Arena to continue further. Today we are going to learn about operators in Java. Operators are special symbols that perform operations on one or more operands and provide the result. They are nothing but the symbols that works with the operands to provide the result. For example, let's take an expression a plus 4. Now in this expression a plus 4, a is a variable, 4 is a constant and plus is the operator used. So operators are nothing but the symbols that works with the operands. The operands can either be a variable or a constant. So the operators works along with the operands to provide a specific result, right? Based on our requirement, we can use these mathematical symbols or operators and get back the result. There are many types of operators available. They are arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, assignment operator, shorthand assignment operators, unary operator, ternary operator, bitwise operators, shift operators. These are the operators available. Now in this we'll see few operators in this class. Let's start with arithmetic operators. These are the arithmetic operators available. We have for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and these two are meant for division. The slash gives the quotient when we divide a number with the other, whereas this operator is called as modulus. Modulus gives the remainder when we divide a number with the other. These are the basic mathematical, that is arithmetic operators available in Java. Let's take for example, so these are the operators we have, arithmetic operators: plus, minus, multiplication, division and modulus. Please don't read this as percentage, this is called as modulus. Fine. Now let's take two values, for example 4 and 2. So we all know 4 plus 2 gives 6. Addition we can make out. This is subtraction operator, it subtracts one number from the other. This is multiplication. For multiplication, here we have to use asterisk. 4 asterisk 2 gives the answer as 8. Then as I already said, slash gives the quotient and modulus gives the remainder when we divide a number with the other. Here when we divide 4 with 2, the quotient what we get is 2. And when we divide 4 with 2, the remainder what we get is 0. So both works with the division. Slash gives the quotient whereas modulus gives the remainder. These are the arithmetic operators available in Java. Then let's move on to relational operators. Under relational operators, we have less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, double is equal to, not equal to. These are the relational operators available. Less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, double equals to, not equal to. Now basically relational operators are used to compare two values for the relations. So when we compare two values, the result is either true or false. Relational operators always results in true or false. Let's take for example a condition 5 greater than 2. This is the condition given. So when we take a condition 5 greater than 2, you are checking a condition here. Is 5 greater than 2? Yes. So the result of this is true. The relational operators always compare two values and give the answer as either true or false. 5 is greater than 2, so here the result is true. And when we check with the less than sign, 5 is not less than 2, so the result given by this, the result produced by this operator is false. The same way we have less than or equal to. If the condition is either less or equal, then it returns in true. Otherwise false. 5 is less than 2? No. 5 is equal to 2? No. Both the conditions are false, so the result comes as false. The same way we have 5 greater than or equal to 2. If it is either greater or equal, it results in true. If both the conditions are false, it results in false. For example, 5 is not equal to 2, but 5 is greater than 2. At least one condition is satisfied. It should be either greater or equal. Even though 5 is not equal to 2, 5 is greater than 2. One condition is satisfied. So it results in true. This double is equal to is used for comparing two values for equality. Whenever you compare two values for equality, the result is either true or false. So 5 is not equal to 2. Both are not equal. So it results in false. Not equal to. 5 is not equal to 2, which is the true. So here the result comes as true. These are the relational operators available, and relational operators compares two values and always the result is given as either true or false. And this is what we have with relational operators. Then comes the logical operators. Under logical operators, we have and, or, not. This is called logical and, logical or, and not. These three comes under logical operators. Let's see how this logical operator works. Normally, and or are used whenever there is a need to combine two conditions. When we have to check for more than a condition, we go for either and or based on the situation. Now let's take for example, we have to check for a number whether it is positive as well as it is even or not. We are going to check a number for positivity as well as whether it is an even number or not. So to look for a positive number, we have to check whether it is greater than 0 or not. Any number which is greater than 0 is a positive number. And to look for an even number, we have to check whether it is divisible by 2 or not. As we discussed just above, modulus gives you the remainder. So n modulus 2 is 0. When n is divided with 2, the remainder comes as 0, means n is even. And n is greater than 0 means it is a positive number. So this is the condition we have to give for checking whether the number is positive as well as even, right? Now let's see how the AND operator works. AND logical operator works. So here we are combining two conditions. When we combine two conditions, either both can be true or any one can be true or both can be false. So how this works? There is a truth table for the AND operator. When we compare two conditions, here just now we have compared two conditions here. If the first condition is true and the second condition is true, only when both the conditions are true, the result comes as true. Out of these conditions, even if one is false, the result becomes false. If the first one is true and the second one is false, the answer is false. Or if the first one is false and the second one is true, still the answer is false. If both are false, obviously the result becomes false. So this is the truth table for AND operator. AND works in such a way that when we combine two conditions for checking, if all the conditions are true, the result becomes true. Among the conditions, even if one is false, your answer becomes false. This is AND operator. Then we have OR. OR works in such a way that out of the conditions, even if one is true, the result becomes true. At least if one is true, the result becomes true. For example, let's say we have to check a value of a variable whether it is equal to A or not. As you all know, Java is case sensitive. Capital A is different from small a. So we have to check whether the given alphabet is A or not. That means if it is either equal to small a or if it is equal to capital A, we can consider it as the alphabet A. So this is the truth table for OR. This is the truth table we have for OR. So out of the condition, even if one is true, here of course both the conditions are true, so the result is true. Here only the first one is true, the second one is false, still the answer is true. The same way, out of both the conditions, even if one is true, the result becomes true. This is the truth table for OR. Then for NOT. For NOT, it is a unary. It works with single operand. True becomes false, false becomes true. Right? So if the condition is true, for example, we give n greater than 0. It says it is a positive number. When we say not n greater than 0, it says n is not greater than 0, which means it is a negative number. Like this, the not operator works. So it works with unary. N is greater than 0, it says that it is a positive number. When we say not n greater than 0, it denotes that it's a negative number. It's not greater than 0, which means it is a negative number. This is what we have with logical operators. We have and, or, not. Then we have assignment operator. Only is equal to comes under assignment operator. For example, we have to assign 4 to a variable A. When there is a need to assign a value to a variable, we use the assignment operator. Just is equal to is called as assignment operator, and it is used to assign a value to a variable. Then we have shorthand assignment operators. Under shorthand assignment operators, we have plus is equal to, minus is equal to, into is equal to. Any operator we can add along with is equal to make it as a shorthand assignment operator. For example, I am writing a statement here, A is equal to A plus 4. This in short form, if we have to write, we can also write it as A plus is equal to 4. So here we are using a shorthand assignment operator. So when we have a big expression and if you want to make it small, you can make use of shorthand assignment operators. So we have discussed few operators in this class. The remaining operators we can discuss in the next class. So operators are nothing but the symbols used along with the operands to provide the result. The operands can be either a variable or a constant. These are the different types of operators we have. The most commonly used operators are these: arithmetic, relational, logical, and assignment operators are the very most commonly used operators. The remaining operators we can discuss in the next class. Thank you.